Hey everybody. I'm trying to practice looking over here at the dot, which means I'm talking to you, but it's very hard. So I'm just not going to worry about it. I even got editing software and I haven't learned how to use it yet. So I am a slow learner. Well, yeah. Anyway, this is my Sunday talk. And I decided I would let myself loosen up and tell you one of my funnier stories. I am a theological snob, or I was. It gets embarrassing. That's what this is about because I have whole sets of commentaries. I have lots of deep Bibles with all these, theological and study notes, not the how to live ones, but the ones that pastors and theologians use, all that. It didn't keep my marriage from falling apart. It did not keep me from drinking. My husband and I ended up separating and I moved back to my hometown. And it seemed the only thing on TV were televangelists. Now, I have a think about televangelists. They're all out for money. They drive two big cars. They drive fancy clothes. They're hypocrites. You know, I'm a hypocrite. It's obvious. I was a theologian drinking and wanting to divorce my husband. I mean, how hypocritical can you get? Anyway, there was nothing on TV but that. David hadn't sent my books down to me yet. I was without my books. I was without my furniture. I was angry. I was hurting. And I decided to watch TV anyway so I could poke fun at him. Joyce Myers was on and she was talking about how her husband never changed. And he was into baseball, he was into football, he was into golf. Sports. And she wanted him to stop watching so much sports, to change. Because it was so upsetting, this obsession he had. So she got down by her office chair and she prayed, God, change Dave. God, just please, God, please change Dave. Which is funny because my husband's name is David. And God said, Dave isn't the problem. You are. And she said, I am. And God said, yes. And you need to change. And Joyce said, why should I always be the first to apologize and to change? And God said, you asked me for a lot. Do you want it or not? And she said, and you're about to change that channel. You're about to change it, and guess what? I'm probably on that channel too. And I got at that remote and I changed that channel. And by God, there she was. And she said, I told you so. And I threw that remote at the TV. And it did not break. And neither did the TV. The other incident was when I was watching T.D. Jakes. A powerful black preacher illustrates things really well. I mean, even gets into the action. He should be in theatrics. And he was talking to men. And he was saying, men, have you reached that age, middle age, when you are at the height of your career that you always dreamed of? This was it. You could enjoy the fruits of your labor. And it's the unhappiest time of your life because you have kids who are rebelling, who you got to send through college. your parents are aging and you're thinking of how you're going to take care of them. You have young snots who are coming up, aiming for your job, and will probably get them. And success does not feel like it ought to feel. And those men were standing up. They were crying. They were holding up their hands because he was speaking the truth. And David came back to visit, or down to visit, and we were driving from Pampa to Amarillo. And I looked at him and told him about watching that program, and I said, is that the way it is? It is for me. Success does not feel the way I thought it should. And he did that man thing where they blink really hard and their eyes get red and they say it's allergies. Yeah, the man thing. And that was when our marriage turned around. That was when our marriage turned around. And this is so anti-feminist. But no, it's not. It's about two human beings trying to understand each other. And for once, I realized I was wanting to be understood, but not the other way around. And I was being cruel and selfish. And I did not even know it. He should do all the changing and I shouldn't have to do anything. That was stunning. That was stunning. I have a friend, Jean Ann, who always said selfishness and self-centeredness, that is the root of our problem. And she was right. She was right. So, you know, even theological snob can be taught a thing or two by a televangelist. I don't care what you think about them. I think God can use anybody. Even somebody that you just stare down your nose at, all of a sudden just opens a window and you're just like, so that's how God gets our attention. God comes through the strangest people to get our attention. Anyway, God bless God. You know, God bless God. Blessings abound. And I hope that helped you or entertained you, made you laugh, made you cry, whatever. But it did all of those for me. Love you guys. Bye.